The third Saturday in October. A simple name in a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand, and now we get to see who will use it. On the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. The Tide head coach told me before the game, one of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the catch. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Volunteers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. With the draw, it's Bishop. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, Dave.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. They don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot.
The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And the Vols can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Matthews.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
He wants to throw it. Sets up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Vols send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Right back to the well. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. They go play action with Russell. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target. You could tell he did not have much time. Getting hit as he's trying to throw the football, you've got to protect your quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Now here's Russell. Here comes the heat. Unleashes one. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds a man on the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking for a gap. It's Bishop. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Offense changing the play. Motion from the back. 3rd down play from the gun. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Volunteers will punt this one away.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick 6 here in the 1st quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick 6 rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You've got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Got room at the 35. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
And, guys, we got to see his first start, right? Like, get started into this, being a highly recruited high school kid, taking that next step. And I'll tell you what, Jesse, watching his tape over these last weeks and now getting into the middle of the season, later part of the season, he looks like he's the part. Can he carry this team to the next level, to a natty?
That's what people are talking about now, David, because here's the thing. Everybody knew he had the physical attributes, right? The thing that we've been really impressed with, I think, is just seeing his poise and how he's handled the pressure each and every week for a true freshman. If this keeps up, David, I think that question could get answered. I think he could take this team at least to the college football playoff, and then who knows what beyond.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on 3rd down. Keelan Russell. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Quick completion on the out. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions, like he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front, finding his receivers, and that's 3 explosive plays in a row.
Looking to throw on first down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The run inside. It's Bishop. Got a little grass. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The Volunteers will try to pick it up on fourth down.
Ready, ready. Like 18. Like 18. Go. Keep 15. Keep 15. Go, go.
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll line up for the field goal try as we start the second quarter. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Could not make his way to the corner.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Creates a little room. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires left. It's caught downfield. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man.
Touchdown, Alabama! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Running into the open space.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. He'll pull it down. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Running inside. It's Bishop. Picks up the first down. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, this guy's a playmaker, and he does not need a lot of space. Really nice job that time letting the pass rush get upfield, so when he got the football, there was just green grass out ahead of him, and he made the defense pay.
And when I got a guy like that, man, I just got to find ways to get him past the D-line, right? And then the draw play is a good way to do it. Let them run themselves up the field, and then you...
Snags it, and there's running. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Fielded in the end zone, it's Scott. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. Russell dumps it off in the flats. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Finds the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route run. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Throwing Russell. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Russell will throw for it on 4th. Going to try to get it himself. He hits the slide, and he's converted this 4th down to keep the drive moving.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell they want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big 4th down conversion.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Keelan Russell fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He got it right inside the pylon. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he tacked on the extra point. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. That's the big sophomore tight end who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on him. Let's see what he can do with the return. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Black 14. Go.
The run inside. It's Bishop.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty.
Ready? 129, 120, go, go!
Running inside, it's Bishop. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Ready, go!
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. The option look. Now the toss. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. Timeout is called. It's the 2nd charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Would have been a long field goal, 54 yards from here. So instead, they'll try to move the chains. It's 4th and short.
Ready, go!
On the move. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock. From that spot on the field, you had to expect them to go for it, and it worked out.
Why the heck would you not go for it? I mean, I almost want to go for it on every part of the field, but especially once you start to get this deep in territory. But you're also, field goals aren't 100% at this distance. It's a little bit of a longer kick. Let's try to keep this drive alive and try to go get extra points.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He'll pull it down and run. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Snags it over the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Timeout is called. They let it get down to 3 seconds before stopping the clock, and they'll have a chance to put points up before the break. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Just drives it between the uprights. Now a 2-possession game at 24-13. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Missouri, taking on the number 8 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Tigers in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Now here's Russell. Makes the grab on the left. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Russell. He's got him. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Throwing Russell. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Hey guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Red 54. Go!
They'll start this drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Give to the single back. There's a crease. Buys just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He'll take it himself. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. And the Vols decide to punt it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Now here's Russell. Here's a heat. Trying to get away. He gets it down to the 28-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks, and now we'll see what they do on fourth.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting out the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Fourth down, Russell. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The ball's in a good spot here with second and short. On the draw, it's Bishop. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. This time he wants to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time he's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
side ready to roll on offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
That's just a really nice job by the running back making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. You saw it on that play.
Keelan Russell. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Russell on play action. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. They are out to send a message in this rivalry game, Jesse, and the quarterback has to keep his composure after taking a shot like that.
Man, and I've been on the receiving end of some of those hits in rivalry games. It is not fun. They hurt a whole lot more, David. It just feels different in games like this.
It just means more because these guys don't like each other, and you love making those big hits in big moments that they replay throughout the whole next year.
They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they've built the lead here today.
Going for it all. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball running out of bounds.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Russell. Flips it out on the screen. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got a man in the middle. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Find some Fred. Here's a little room there. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. The run inside. It's Morris. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's going to run it. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Fighting off the defender. Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Touchdown, Tennessee! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's incomplete, so the two-point conversion no good, but there is a flag on the play. Incomplete pass, but it... Productive play for the offense. This flag's going to go against the D. They got the touchdown, but still a two-point conversion short of tying it up late. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Incomplete on the two-point try, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if they get another chance. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play.
Number 97, set your hands on the field.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Throwing Russell. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over. They almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Now here's Russell. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's loose. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
Oh, it's a backbreaker for this defense. QB scrambling and picking up the 1st down with the lead here in the 4th quarter. It's going to keep this drive alive. They're going to bleed more seconds off the clock.
He's going to throw deep right side. Goes high to pull it in. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Keelan Russell finds his big tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Run the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Under fire. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
It's really frustrating because you're fighting. You have to get the ball back to your offense. You're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and then he goes and does something like that. Just pulls the rabbit out of the hat, makes the play, gets the 1st down. I got to try to stay focused. Man, I got to get this ball back to my offense.
They go play action with Russell. Gets rid of it. Finds his big tight end. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Tide. The Tide answers back. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the fourth. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Takes the easy completion. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Looking downfield on first down. Pucks it out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. He's got his man across the middle. Terrific run after the catch, but the question is, will it stand? The flag is out, and let's see what the call is. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Looking long. A full dive to haul that one in. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And they're back within a score here in the fourth.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Russell. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Now on first down from the 28. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation that's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking for a crease, it's Riley. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. No wasted time as the defense uses the timeout here, 1:54 left to play.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Now here's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Throwing Russell. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Connection to the right. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages and try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Rush is on him. Here's a throw downfield late. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to it. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the fourth quarter.